I mean, we saw that combination even in, but it's going to be the Swans' last pick with those hooks, the control, getting on top of them, and then maybe potentially getting onto the Luna. Luna might have a great time.
Yeah, I mean, very interesting pick the first time. I mean, we're getting all the way into the Grand Finals day.
Yeah, and they're actually kind of like funneling a lot of those resources, players that is, into that top lane. They want to make sure that Nighty has a rough time, and he's kind of been pushed back and has to hide under the towers.
Yeah, same respect here for the side of Twisted Minds. They're able to obviously expand the flash here from Wendy, so that's going to be troublesome, right? I mean, now that Clean has that intel, he's going to be looking for that perfect hook as we speak. The hook comes through. It gets pulled over the wall there. They have to be careful, but oh! The double knockout for Schwan is going to be leading a 2-0 there. I mean, that looked like it was going in favor of Twisted Minds to begin with.
Yeah, Wavepit just sticking around. They've had the buddy system with Wendy, and again, they've been doing a lot. You had that cannon blast, those blades, and literally you could 0 to 100 them.
0 to 100. I mean, is CY going to try and go 0 to 100 here? We are getting a dive onto 90 as well. They're trying to get the freshly forged blades. Wendy picks up another kill.
Nice little rotation there. And again, just like the way that Wendy plays, his positioning with those blades, and just doing it from a safe spot. He's never really in danger. And yes, he's being backed up by Wavepit, but Twisted Minds need to figure something out.
Oh, I mean, the feed in there. They're trying to get Wavepit out. The thing inside the box is going to be the saving grace. And there it is. There's so much burst in the early game. Nova are really putting a stamp on this one.
I mean, they've had the buddy system. This entire team has just been on point. It's like, yeah, he's got the hook, but he's like, okay, perfect box. I've set you up for the rest of them. And with those blades from Wendy, the damage from Muchi coming on that rotation, just really well played by Nova here.
Yeah, I don't know if that was like a lack of intel or the fact that it was just like, yeah, I mean, you don't really want to be on that end of the encounter, right? Just constantly just trying to go for these kills, trying to go for these pickups, and nothing just doesn't seem to be happening here. But right now, Tyrant getting taken here for the side of Nova Esports. A 3v1 dive into the top side of the map. Schwan looking at the wrong side of the turret. Gets taken down here by 90. But Nova, classically, trading objectives.
Yeah, trading that one away. I mean, they're going to look to take the mid T2, the pull onto Muchi, but there's no tower.
No tower. I mean, that's really hard, right? We are 5 minutes in, Hauler. It's definitely apparent, right? It's really apparent here that Nova Esports, they weren't taking that loss well. They knew what they were going up against here, but right now, team fight potentially brewing up here for the side of Nova Esports. They get the flaming palms onto Shanks already. Highlang been taken down. Double kill, then Schwan with a rotation. They're still not done yet. Infinite Bats is being used here. Back down to the bot, mid lane, and looking to go for the high ground turret.
I mean, they had the Silky Orb, and they pulled in Schwan, and Schwan was like, actually, you're helping me. He flashes in, gets the two-man Storm Strike, really setting up.
Really setting up that kill there onto 90. City Boy is going to be careful. Oh, gets hit by the cannon blast. It's going to be the force field suppression come through. Gets that knock on, but then ultimately Wendy with another kill. I want to know how many kills he's got on board at this point. But I mean, is he going to get any more? He's looking to just run this crystal down. I think, is this the quickest game within KWC? Pre-7 minutes.
That was actually crazy. Nova Esports angry, looking to go, and you could see this is a team that's just like, hey, you want to come at us with the Schwans?
And even if the games are like this short, it doesn't matter. People come and they just try their best just to have fun.
Something to take a note of here. We're talking about Nova here. Yesterday, they had a similar performance versus TT. They had a game where their first game, their opponents were only able to get 1 kill, right? And they won.
They've banned out a lot of my heroes into the jungle. I need to find something else. And oh, we're looking at damage when we have the Dune. And it's going to be Wendy on one of his signature picks. It's going to be that Kong Ming. City Boy waiting in the wing.
Waiting, not going to go for it. He did have Smite if he wanted to go and his ult, but he doesn't want to risk it at this stage. You don't want to give up first blood, but Nova will take that one.
I mean, more importantly, you don't want to give up another game that's going to be 6 minutes, right? If they took a bad team fight there, it would have been scary, but Wavepit actually mitigated that unbridled outburst.
And now they want revenge. Wendy looking to go in for this one, but I don't think they're going to get much out of this rotation here.
Not much. I mean, we've seen here Clean with 90 with the rotation here, going in with the dive. They are looking just to keep Nova on a leash.
Yeah, it looks like the nice little Razor Cavalry. They find him. They get the knock up. They get Clean. First blood going the way of Wendy, making a double as they go on top of 90, and they want to get even more. Schwan, this is why he's so good on the Guan Yu.
Just like how I like my espressos, right? I like a double shot come through, but they're looking for a triple shot. They're awake this morning.
Not scared at all, but a high log just barely surviving. Waypit gets stuck out. Soaring signal onto Shanks. He gets the snipe and the return kill. Nova 2 members go down, but again, it was all about the towers more than anything else.
Yeah, again, just Nova Esports converting those objectives over and over again. But City Boy does have the implied layer burst. He doesn't actually catch onto anybody.
The
So
win slash will, they go right onto Hylong. He's a little bit low. He's going to get barely out of this one, but CT Boy with that rally form, it looks like they want to go for this. They're going to go in top of this. They're going to chase down. They find Waypit. They're not letting anyone go.
I mean, that was an overcommitment there by obviously Waypit and CY, right? They swung in and it was kind of like, guys, can somebody actually bail me out of this one? Because they weren't able to get out because of that clean rotation from 90.
Yeah, CY just way too far. Yes, they're being aggressive, but it almost seems like they're being a little impatient with some of these fights.
Patience is a virtue, and I mean, Twisted Minds, after that game number 1, they're like, you know what? We're not virtuous. We are just looking for some aggression here.
The Soaring Green Dragon right onto it. Nighty trying to flash away, but Chuan now in a bad spot. He's going to walk into the winners here. Needs to be careful. The Overlord had been picked up by Muchi.
Yeah, the flash being expanded here by A.L. That could be troublesome, right? Like, he could now get picked off. He's going to be a bit of a sit-in duck. Yeah, they're throwing smoke at this point. It's like hoping it's like, hey, can they guys, can we see that fist? Can we get through this into the team fight? Maybe that's going to be the point here. Or maybe Twisted Minds have that clear through the smoke.
Yeah, not really much at all. It's like literally all black at this point. But the Tyrant is going to be picked up here. Nova Esports with all the space going to take advantage of this map control, and they take yet another turn. Tyrant.
If we're looking between these both two teams, I do have to say, even though the Gorge doesn't look as pretty, still, game number 1, it's not looking too good.
Not good at all, but he's going for the truth. Oh, but Muchi with a light step away. He sidesteps it, and Nighty gets taken out.
Yeah, Wendy with the shimmy into the winning strategy there. That's going to get the takedown onto Nighty, which is pretty much a problem here.
Oh, but Clean going all in. He gets the burst, finds Muchi, and now here's even more Twisted Minds. Can they get anywhere else? No. But again, the Shadow Tyrant is going to be picked up. It looks like Twisted Minds are going to take the Overlord at the same time.
Yeah, a bit of a spread for these neutral objectives. We are actually having a bit of a progress here for Twisted Minds. They made it into the 10-minute mark.
Yeah, congrats to them. But the Overlord and Tyrant picked up as well. But it looks like they've gotten Shanks and Eilong, and they want to get more. Juan with a perfect angle, looking to push back. CT Boy has a rogue charge. He will be chopped down.
I mean, the Unbridled Outburst, we have to say, it whiffed there, unfortunately, for the side of Twisted Minds. If they were able to land that, it would have been a problem. But now they approach the T3 into the mid lane, looking to take that down, get those empowered minions.
Yeah, the base is wide open. They have all 5 members. Nova Esports looking to close this game 2 out. They're doing some serious damage. They have the wind slashes. They're going to pad the KDAs. They take out Nighty and Clean, and it looks like they're going to take game 2 in a matter of time. All they need to do is wait for the minions. They're going to back off as they see that Shanks and Silong, though, have respawn. They're just going to take you down. So you have to be careful with how you approach, but it looks like they're going to give up a Shadow Tyrant for free yet again to Nova.
Yeah. Not only is the man advantage that potentially could come through if Twisted Minds does overstep, they now have the Shadow Tyrant, and they're looking potentially here to go for the Shadow Overlord. Maybe try and bait Twisted Minds to say, hey, look, you've got the minion wave push halfway. Are you going to come and try and test us? They have the damage from Muchi. They have the damage from Wendy.
Yeah, the biggest thing is like, it's pressure from all 3 lanes. Where are you going to go? And Twisted Minds, I mean, they find CY, but he's just so tanky, they really can't deal with him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're going to dive onto somebody, you're not really going to be trying to commit all your exhaustions to trying to get to take down on CY.
Yeah, all T3s are taken. The base wide open at this stage. Nova Esports looking for the right angle. The winning strategy is going to be connected. CY going in. He has that Blood Rage. The Wind Slash is going to be a little off the mark, but the Frigid Prison, and they're locking him in. Here comes the Umbrella Outburst. Schwan looking for that perfect rear attack. He's not able to find it, and he finds Nighty. The Stampede on forward. CT Boy just trying to take it out, but Hylong is going to be the first to fall. Schwan, though, is continuing on, and they have that damage. They find CT Boy, and Nova Esports will take game 2.
Game 2, not as clean as game number 1, but it's going to be Nova Esports with the 2-0, which, again, like I was saying, Twisted Minds definitely had a little bit more of a tip-tap with that one.
The head is like a dot, and the horizon's so far away, you can't even see it anymore. Because they're so chaotic. Team fight is so chaotic. You feel like everyone's all over the place. There's certain kills that shouldn't have been chased.
Gets his pick come through again. The Guan Yu here goes over to the side of Twisted Minds this time. But I really want to give a bit of a highlight here to Monkey. I don't feel like we give this hero enough shine. Intake of damage is what's going to be able to take out CY onto this pick, but you're really going to be spamming that first skill, right? Making sure that shield is stacked so you can have a great team fight. But speaking of team fight here, Schwan getting picked up here. There's too much CC, and first blood goes over to Twisted Minds.
Yeah, Schwan was just like on a leisurely stroll in the river, and the mean old Twisted Minds have found him, caught him out, 3-on-1 advantage as well. And Schwan, unfortunately, he's going to give up first blood there.
He was having a leisurely time, right? I mean, they definitely took a bit of a misuse over him there into that river. I mean, definitely a brutal one here, but maybe trying to get a payback here. Shanks looking pretty low, but he is level 4. He has the Infinite Vastus, and the board being committed here. Is he going to turn the tide here for Twisted Minds? Oh my goodness! The vaulted shot into the backline takes down City Boy.
Yeah, he gets that one soaring signal just right on top. CT Boy thought he was fine. He actually flashed away. He was going to be in a great spot, but that push just not enough.
Because they have reset that Tyrant that was really kind of anticipated potentially Twisted Minds going for a good team fight.
Yeah, just a great attempt here, but it looks like Hailong has to flash.
As the flash gets out of the board, but now Hailong's a little bit too deep into it. The Morbury power is going to be enough to get him out alive. Obviously, healing from those Fireflies, but also the dodge out of that CC.
Yeah, just limit what Clean brings to the table as much as possible. But Twisted Mind's doing a great job. Looks like they're going to secure the first Tyrant here.
Big pick up for the Tyrant, right? I mean, I think this is I feel like it's Twisted Mind's first Tyrant of the series. We're able to get the pick up there. So now the extra bit of damage for the next 75 seconds. Nova Esports, are they going to go for obviously pressure into the top side of the map we can see here from Schwan, or are they going to be able to kind of get that micro play ability into these team fights and then mitigate a lot of those damaging skills?
You can see how the play style of Twisted Minds has really changed. They've been way more aggressive. Yeah, taking that first neutral was huge for them.
Oh, okay, yep, the Embroidered Levers catches on to 3. The Leaping Savior onto City Boy. He gets taken down. 90 tries to come in with a save, pushes away Nova, but they have the foot on the gas. They're pushing past that T1, waiting for that minion wave to come crashing through here.
CT Boy, the only one to have fallen yet again. I mean, yes, there's 2 kills to Nova's name, but they've gone directly for CT Boy. Again, not the worst thing for Twisted Minds. It's just a roam lives, and yes, they do matter, but I mean, it's better him than anyone else. Everyone else was on a sliver of life.
If Twisted Minds can keep this game going, if they can stall and get Shanks online with a Lung, it could be trouble here for the side of Nova Esports. But once again, another fantastic Unbridled Embers into the backline. Board being committed there is going to be enough to keep out Hailong. He does get that passive stack and off. He is keeping there because of that invincibility, going back to base, trying to formulate some more health before we go for another team fight here, potentially.
Hailong has just barely hung on multiple times already, and he's like playing with fire in that sense. But Nighty,
speaking of playing with fire, Nighty is definitely playing with fire. He was caught into the backline there, tries to push Nova Esports, tries to find that defining angle to get them into that T2 turret to take the damage out from there, but just wasn't quite clean enough. He was stuck in there with them, not the other way around.
Yeah, he was not able to find that right angle, and it was a little aggressive in that sense. I mean, if you go in, you got to just, ensure that you get the push off. You just got to go for it at that point.
He's gone for the Siegebreaker, he's gone for the Eternity Blade, and even the Sky Piercer, the second tier item of the Daybreaker. So trying to get that itemization, that damage online early, could be potentially a way in for Twisted Minds. He's playing very scared. I mean, I would, right? I mean, definitely the damage output, the DPS from the side of Nova Esports is definitely something, even if I was an Ogre, I'd be like, lads, we got to kind of play this one a little bit more micro.
Yeah, more micro indeed. I mean, Clean here, finding CY.
Oh, no, that's not what we wanted. That's not what we wanted. We wanted Shanks to come out on top of that one, but it was Mucci with the soaring shot that got the kill there onto Shanks. Got the T3 into the mid lane. You can kind of see here, Clean just trying to clean up these minion waves once again.
The movement, the positioning, just how up front they are. It's suffocating for Twisted Minds to find any sort of jump in.
Oh, the jump in, as you called it there, Ola. The Wendy into the backline with the contussions, with the knockups, thanks to that Unbridled outburst as well, pushing City Boy and Clean back into the base as the minion waves come through. Game 3, third place is winning it up. Supernova!
Just really well played there. Perfect game, a perfect series. Exactly what you expected from the MKL champions.